Hey guys, Ian here. So before we get into this very special, extra special episode of Alternate Timelines, I just want to say thank you for 20 subscribers. I can't believe how many people watch me. Miss J, Joker fan, thank you. Also, a huge shout out to my friend Marina. She really does help me, her subscription has helped me too. That Miss J, Joker fan, thank you.
Hating the song, but I still would never want to listen to it again.
Okay.
For his...
Now without further ado, let's get into the video. Alternate Timelines with Ian Lamont S. So before we get into this episode, I want to let you know that this is the next part in my Alice in Wonderland sequel timeline. When we last left off, Alice's sister volunteered at Alice's school to help the teacher with some of her work. Alice was a little worried that if anyone found out what she does during the weekends, her sister would just think that she thought on summer Sunday mornings that her sister just wanted Alice to spend her weekends being educated. So now let's get started with part 2. After school the next day, Alice and her sister take the path that Alice took every morning to school by the daisy field. Alice notices the daisies and picks them and strings them into a chain. Alice is sitting, her sister is surprised, saying that that's the Alice she knows and loves. But then Mathilda, being the kind and nurturing sister she is, finds out why Alice didn't string the daisies into a daisy chain. Because she left a daisy chain on her teacher's desk. Her teacher would possibly ask, what's with the daisy chain? That would both, 1, shatter Alice's already fragile heart, and 2, make her cry even more. Mathilda asks Alice the reason why she didn't string the daisies into a chain. And Alice explains that, I don't do it for my teachers. I only did it for you. I know you don't like that act of sisterly love. When they get home, Alice locks the door. Alice locks her room door and begins to cry, as she knows that her sister will never care for her daisy chain signs of sisterly love. Then Mathilda walks into her room and notices all the daisy chains that she put in a box. Mathilda begins to think, what has she done? Alice did these because she loved her sister. Then she noticed all the Mother's Day cards. Because when their mother died, the only thing close to a mother Alice had was her sister. Mathilda walks into Alice's room and knocks on the door. Alice unlocks the door, only to ask her sister what she wanted. Her sister says she's sorry for always dismissing her acts of sisterly affection with the daisy chains, saying that if she gives her one more chance to be a better sister, that she won't dismiss her acts again. Alice then pulls out her Alice pulls out her finger. You have to pinky promise it. Then Alice explains why she doesn't mold the daisies into a chain for her teacher. Because she doesn't want to get in trouble for making daisy chains out of outside flowers. Mathilda then gets her teacher's address and talks with her teacher about it. I always found Alice's daisy chains nonsensical. In my eyes, they're the sweetest things that Alice could do. She's the sweetest young girl I ever knew. At first I dismissed the daisy chains as well. But then I knew why Mother taught her to make those chains. They were not a sign of our mother's favorite flower. They were a sign of that she missed our mother day after day. Alice was always in tears about our lost mother. Then her teacher begins to be surprised. So that's why Alice does it. She makes daisy chains to not think about your dead mother. Correct. They're a way for Alice to get off our mother's death. Fun fact, I gave Alice a history lesson on the daisy. Telling her that daisies are sometimes seen as flowers of the dead. That's why on her mother's birthday, Alice always walks alone to her mother's grave and puts a daisy on it. Where are we? This is our mother's grave. And as you can see, Alice already put a daisy on it. Today was your mother's birthday, wasn't it? Yes, so that's why Alice had half a tear in her eye when she came in. And that's why she wasn't very talkative during the math lesson. Usually Alice answers almost every question, but today she didn't. It's because of our mother's birthday. She doesn't talk because she doesn't want to talk on the day that we lost our mother. Have you told your sister ever anything about your mother? She died when Alice was 12. She doesn't even remember, she only remembers some things about our mother. Her kindness, her love. So she doesn't remember anything else about your mother? Does she have any memories of her? Only of one. One day when she was sick at home, when she was homesick from school, our mother would walk into Alice's room holding a hot bowl of chicken noodle soup. It would always cool Alice's cold and make her not sick anymore. Dinah would always stay away from Alice when she was sick because even though we were not worried about animals catching illnesses like what Alice had, we didn't want our family cat to get sick either. And those two rich boys, I think they are part of Alice's trauma with our mother. I heard what they said to Alice on the playground on the outside court today. They told her that her mom and her mommy's not coming back. It's like they don't care that our mother died. To me, that's an insult on Alice, who believes that our mother's dead, but also believes that our mother's still with her. Even in the spirit world, Alice believes that our mother's beside her every day. That's why Alice doesn't cry one bit. And that day at their mother's grave. Miss Hatchet, what brings you here? I wanted to see your mother's grave for myself. Alice ran into her sister's arms and began to cry. As her sister smoothed down Alice's hair, she cried, "It's okay. So you took over the role as a mother figure when her mother died?" "I had to." Now don't get me wrong. I think that originally Alice's sister was her mother, but still, I think that her mother may have died when they were young. Not getting dark, but no Disney character is lucky enough to not survive without losing a mother figure. Cinderella lost her mother. Snow White lost her mother. Well, Tiana's lucky enough to still have hers. I'm working on this as a 3-part, as this scene will wrap up part 3. Now, how Alice gets back to Wonderland is something that I'm going to reveal in the next part. As how Alice gets back to Wonderland is a surprise for the next part. I'm not revealing any surprises on how Alice returns to Wonderland, because that's a surprise for the next part. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas for part 2, and if you have any ideas for part 3, let me know in the comments. I would love to use some of your ideas in my 3rd part. I would like to use any of your ideas in the next part. But until next time, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And until next time, I'll see everyone later.